Having this great crispy outside is kind of key to making your own egg rolls. Your dreams can come true if you want to do it. This is Chef Harold, and this is Taking on Takeout. This is what cooking is all about, you know what I mean? Really, really good. Okay. Oh, this is Chinese food. It's my favorite. Egg rolls? It's all iconic egg rolls in New York City. I had an egg roll before I came here.
Did I?
Yeah, literally outside, downstairs. So we're gonna go ahead and crack all these open. From this first one, it's all veggie. Looks like it's just the green cabbage itself. Classic. It looks like mostly the filling is celery and cabbage. Oh, this one's a little bit different. I think this has minced pork in it. This is really traditional. The crispiness of the wonton wrapper itself, you have to find the right egg roll wrapper. And you see that crispiness there, yeah, they double fried the shit out of this. If you're in New York City, you're using soybean oil. I know that for a fact, because that's the cheapest oil you got out here. These are straight up money makers, right? Because white cabbage is super cheap. They're abundant everywhere. If I'm doing a pork egg roll, I would go ahead and use the scraps from all the other pork products that's in the space, the pork fried rice, the boneless rib tips, and that's a plus on my payroll. This is pork also. Not as much as this one. Right, these guys are cheap. This one, a bit more greenage in it. This one's seasoned really well. Got a little spice to it. Somebody put some love into this one, you know what I'm saying? It's super tight, you see how circular that is? And this one was just like, it wasn't rolled as tight too. You see this little thing here? They all look like they were handmade because they're all not uniform. So that means that they're not brought frozen from Costco. This is the #1 sauce here, right? Duck sauce, all right? This is basically made out of apricots. These are like pretty mass produced. If I go to a Chinese restaurant, you remember my face, all right? If you see my face at these Chinese restaurants, I need 10 of these, all right? Remember my face, all right? This is like my new favorite, spicy mustard. It's super spicy, but it still has that mustard taste to it. And I usually mix it with the duck sauce and then create like my own little mix.
Why is that called duck sauce?
Look, my man, I have no idea. What I would want to do is blanch the vegetables and then toss them in kind of like a vinegar mix or something just to open them up a little bit more. I would do pork or other kind of meat product in it just to get a little bit of oomph. I need to do a double fry on this to give it the extra bubbly crust that you get here. So when you bite into it and it's crispy, that's the best feeling. I feel like there's a lot of modified stuff in here. I would make it from scratch to really showcase what a duck sauce for you would look like. That's what I would do, yeah. My eye falls first to the wrapper. These are the exact ones that you need. These cabbages right here, I think what was in the egg roll were this one. The reason why I say that is because these other ones are a little more expensive. Ooh, and then look, some Chinese celery. This will give it great flavor. A white onion, they'll give it a little bit of sweetness. Look at these amazing proteins. Some nice marbled ground pork tenderloin here. And then we have some shrimp. I think I'm gonna really use the pork chop because I love the flavor of this meat. Yeah, so now I gotta speak a little bit louder because the fan is on now. So we won't die, all right? First, we're gonna go ahead and prep our vegetables. You're gonna go ahead and shred your cabbage in as thin as you can, all right? It cooks faster, but also you can fit into your egg roll a little bit better, okay? I like onion, I love the flavor. The slice is super thin. I'm gonna go ahead and get some of these green onions. Chinese celery. Just gonna take the tops off. So you wanna have it kind of julienne, kind of a longer, elongated form. So when you roll it, it's a much easier to roll the egg roll itself. You wanna blanch these with boiling water. I'm gonna put a little bit of salt in here, just to give it some seasoning. I'm gonna give it 30 seconds to a minute. All we wanna do is take away a little bit of that bite, let it rock for a little bit, and then boom, we're gonna take it out. It stops it from overcooking, and then it gets this like beautiful color still. It still holds it. So we're gonna let this rock for a little bit, let it cool down. All right, next we're gonna go ahead and prepare our pork. this beautiful pork chop. I love. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut them into small dices, okay? The pork that we got from the egg roll, it looks like it was scraps from the pork byproduct in the restaurant. For us right now, just for kind of technical purposes, we're gonna kind of showcase grabbing some nice pork. The smaller you cut them, the faster they cook. I would have picked the ground pork, but I think this is way better to kind of give it texture in a sense where you can taste the pork when you bite into the egg roll. I'm gonna season it a little bit of salt, white pepper, the soy, to give it a nice caramelization. And a little bit of vinegar. Pork always needs vinegar. It's such a fatty product that it always needs something like that to break it up and open it up a little bit, all right? So we're gonna go ahead and start searing it. We got a nice canola oil here. And I love using cast iron pans for searing meat because they also have a great tendency to keep the heat and then give you a nice color. What you want to do is you don't want to move it too much, all right? You want to just keep it on that one side, give it a nice color. Once this pork is sauteed up, we're going to add it and we're going to season this thing a little bit more. What I'm going to do is I'm going to squeeze some of this liquid out. Can't have too much water. What happens is if you're filling a soggy, you're not going to have a nice crunchy egg roll wrapper. When you bite into it, it's going to fall apart on you. It's not going to look good. Trying to just mimicking what they do at the restaurant and what they do with their meat. The coloration is going to be a little bit different than what they do because they're going to add a few more things to kind of give it that reddish color. But what we're going to do is we're going to get as close as possible to the flavor profile. I got trolled on the last time. We're using a metal spoon on a cast iron. I don't want to get trolled, all right, guys? My feelings get hurt, okay? Don't yell at me, okay, buddy? All right, so I think this looks great. I'm going ahead and toss it into my mix. I'm gonna taste where's this at to make sure we're on the same page here. Salt, white pepper, a little bit of vinegar. Give it a little bit of sugar because sugar is a great divider and also a great balancer of like very acidic and very seasoned food. And Chinese food, there's a lot of sugar being used in Chinese food. Cooking wine. Touch of soy just to tie everything back in. Yep, there it is. I'm gonna put this to the side and then we're gonna make our sauces and then we're gonna fry. We're gonna go ahead and make our mustard sauce. It's super simple, okay? The ratio usually is 1 to 2 with this. We're just gonna eyeball it because, f it, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's basically just mustard and a little bit of water. Yeah, I think this is the viscosity we're looking for right here. Woo! All right, next. We're gonna go ahead and make our duck sauce, which is basically I'm eyeballing this shit, all right? I don't know the fucking recipe. Put an apricot jam in. We're gonna add a little bit of soy, vinegar, salt, a little bit of white pepper. Then I'm gonna add a little bit of water just to open this up and then kind of smooth it out. You always have to have salt, a little bit of acid, a little bit of heat to kind of open things up. So as long as you follow those kind of steps, when you're creating a sauce or creating a dish, I think you're fine. This is what cooking is all about, you know what I mean? Just making it up along the way, no recipes. For all you home cooks out there that are scared to cook, as long as you don't give a fuck, I think that's really key to life. Just make sure that you put your love into it and that the food that you put out is something you stand behind, and that's it. I'm gonna put just a little bit of sugar, which I think it needs a little bit more of the sweetness. Yo, you're not bad, son. When you cool it down, the pectin from the apricots itself is gonna go ahead and coagulate a little bit, so it's gonna get super glossy, it's gonna get super sticky, and then we can dip our egg rolls in it. All right, we're gonna go into frying now. I'm gonna go ahead and use cornstarch and make a little cornstarch slurry, right? That's more cost effective, but also I think that's what they use at the Chinese restaurants overall to create the binding agent to roll up the egg rolls. We ended up using peanut oil. That's what they use at the restaurants at the Chinese place. Okay, so they use peanut oil. So we're gonna go ahead and open our egg roll wrappers here. This is the brand, the item that you go get at the Chinese place to like build these things, you know what I mean? The ingredients is wheat flour, barley flour, water, salt, egg, and that's about it. And that's why it's probably giving that yellowish color already from the egg itself. Put a little bit of a cornstarch slurry here on the outside of this thing. This is how we make our lumpias. My grandma used to make me do this job. But I'm not weighing this out. I'm just going to eyeball it. It's going to be a fat boy joint. So what you want to do is you want to take it in, and then you want to pull it in tight. Bring this in a little bit. Then you want to tuck, tight, tight, tight. Pull it back. Then you want to roll. Then boom. Got your egg roll right there. It's so important to get it tight because you want it to stay consistent when we fry it, but also you want it to look nice when you cut into it, the cross section, and you don't want to look like you're skimming people out of the egg roll situation. I'm gonna go ahead and fry these up. Yeah, the first fry is gonna cook everything through, gonna give it a nice base color, but the second fry is really where you're gonna finish this dish and give it that crunchy element that it needs. This is gonna be crispy. So now it's getting this beautiful, beautiful brown color. That's also key about squeezing the filling. Some of that water is coming out right now. That's why it's bubbling like that. So I didn't do a really good job of squeezing the cabbage up. All right, so I'm gonna pull this one out. Oh, look at that, look at that beauty. So now it's going up to like 380. We're gonna go ahead and dump it back in, give it that double fry, and give it that nice golden brown color. Give it for like another 2 minutes. All right, cool. I'm gonna pull these out. Look at these bad boys. Ooh-wee. That's it. As number one rule, anything that comes out the fryer, you gotta hit it with salt. I don't really care what you're doing, you gotta hit it with salt. As you can see, we have the egg rolls that I made and then the egg rolls we got from the Chinese restaurant. They're both super nice and crispy on the outside, nice and blistered. I think the double fry really got us to a great position. So we'll go ahead and cut mine and see how it compares. Yeah, it's still crunchy. Not bad on the roll. It's pretty tight spiral. Everything is there, you can see it. The pork one. And as you can tell, some scraps of pork that was already in the restaurant. There's fresh pork that we put on ours. I think I could have cut my cabbage a little bit thinner. Theirs is super compact, but I think we got it as close as possible to this thing, right? From looking inside, they're both pretty tightly packed. I could have done a better job here in the back end. Whoever did this one did a really great job. But I'll work harder next time. You know, call me if you need me in China's restaurant. I'll make you your egg rolls. So I'm gonna go ahead and taste mine first. That's good. I think the best part is I seasoned the cabbage again with all those kind of flavor profiles. The pork also is seasoned, so it's all coming together. This might be a little old. The cabbage is a little stale. There's something chalky in it. I don't know what it is. With my egg roll compared to the restaurant egg roll, there's a huge difference. There's great acid here. I made sure that I added vinegar, Chinese cooking wine, seasoned it, tasted it a couple of times, and I think here it's a little bit flat on that end. All right, so this is the restaurant pork roll with their duck sauce. What I mean with our duck sauce. This is New York duck sauce. This is what New York made. Kind of masked a little bit of the chalkiness and kind of the off-putting kind of taste. It's good as shit. It complements the dish a little bit. The sweetness and umami flavor profiles of the duck sauce here opens this up a little bit more too, so there's another layer of flavors bursting through. All right, so next we're gonna do the mustard. Woo! Yeah, that's spicy, but it's good. If you like mustard, that's for you right here. I'm gonna go ahead and taste their sauce with their egg roll. That was good. Not as spicy. It's mustard forward, and then there's a little spice at the end. If you're gonna try to do this at the first time, the one thing that you really need to pay attention to is the technique of it all. You need to understand how you have to blanch the vegetables so it won't be too crunchy, the temperature of double frying, and then just making sure that the filling is seasoned. I think that's what it just comes down to. As long as it tastes good for you, you know, don't be afraid to make mistakes, because making mistakes is kind of part of the whole process. Like we always say, bon appetit, never forget where you come from. You know the rest.
Otherwise, you become a asshole.
Otherwise you become a fucking asshole. Otherwise you become a fucking asshole. South Bronx all day.
Who is making this in the Chinese restaurant?
It's usually a guy with a tank top and a chain, smoking a cigarette in the back somewhere, usually. Sweating over it, especially this hot summer nights, the extra little flavor, that sweat glands. So you know it's season.